I learned the rent by heart. But can't wait. 2 little mouths at home, and a table that stayed late. He said he'd come around, then he left me on red. So I wore my own crown, and I fed us instead. Bills like a mountain, pressure like rain. Some nights I moved wrong just to ease the pain. I did what I had to keep the lights on. Most folks would have folded, but I had to stay strong. And it was more than I could name, more than a body should take. I was carrying a whole world with a heart close to break. I held it down for my babies. I held it down, I held it down. I held it down when it hurt me. I held it down, I held it down. Some storms would have took me under, but I kept standing on the ground. I held it down for my babies. I held it down, I held it down, I held it down. Empty chairs at the dinner, names they never would say. Every school night I'd smile, then I'd hide it away. One man was a promise, one man was a ghost. Both of them missing when we needed them most. I carried the shame like a cold in July. Still I kissed their foreheads and I told them a lie. I said mama's got us, even when I was scared. I was split in 100 and still I was there. And now I'm dressed up the ache. It was heavy and real, but I made a small kingdom out of whatever I could steal. I held it down for my babies. I held it down, I held it down. I held it down when it hurt me. I held it down, I held it down. Some storms would have took me under, but I kept standing on the ground. I held it down for my babies. I held it down, I held it down, I held it down. Most people would have shattered under that kind of night, but I knew what was waiting if I didn't fight. So I